Hola retorneros, hoy estamos otra vez en la Anime Expo 2012, pueden ver aquí toda la gente que está asistiendo. Ahorita vamos a ponerles la entrevista que tuvimos con Danny Choo, donde, si no lo conocen, él es el... ¿Cómo describirlo? Él empezó siendo el Stormtrooper que salió en YouTube bailando en calles de Japón y actualmente es el otaku más cool. La neta es increíble platicar con él, entonces esperamos que les guste.
One of the reasons was, I guess I wanted to be my own boss, and I did lots of web consulting. So I consulted folks like Disney, Columbia, and so on and so on. And then it slowly progressed to a company which basically I promoted Japanese pop culture, anime culture. And then I started to grow lots of different clients, and I would help them build their brand overseas. But the problem with my company is that there's no exit strategy. So basically, people who sponsor my company, they do so only because they like Danny. And it's very difficult to find someone who says, "Hey Danny, I like you, so here's some money." It's very difficult. Most investors, they want to say, "Okay, we're going to invest this much in you, and we want to know, like in X amount of years, you're going to go IPO or whatever." So that's been a challenge recently. So, but I just carried on doing what I love doing, and I mean I always say, you discover and live your passion, and everything it just happens. It's kind of like a magic formula that I can't explain it. And then recently things have like really started to come together. So even though I'm not planning on selling my company, I was very recently approached by a few investors who are interested in supporting what I do, and I think I will be, up until now I've been helping my current clients build their brands, and I think I will still continue to do so. But maybe I won't be working with too many new clients from now on, and instead focusing time to build my own brand and my own products. So, and I think that's what's going to happen actually. So there was, I do have peers who were in a very similar situation. So they have clients which they do stuff for, and those clients, I mean, they like what they do, so they work with these different clients. Those clients help pay the bills, but they want to be doing something else. It's very difficult to be doing something else if you don't have money. So that's been the hardest thing for me. But just like believing what you do, like really loving what you do, and just carrying on really. I think one of the bad things about me is that so I'm not scared. My wife probably is. She cares about me. She cares about my health. But I'm the sort of person who. So I'm not scared of dying. I'm not scared about getting sick. Although I don't like getting sick. But I tend to put my work first. So that's like late nights or like just standing up for hours on end. So I tend to do that first rather than saying, "Oh, I'm going to have an early night tonight," or "I'm going to take a break on this weekend," and so on. So that's something I need to figure out how to do a little bit better. That's a very long answer.
Thank you. That was everything.
Okay.
Our message is from
Oh, okay. I see him every year.
Still filming.
Okay.
Okay.
No? Okay. Well, then I take this next one. How does Danny Choo see the anime and manga industry overseas? Because we are from Mexico, and it's like a godforsaken place for anime and Japan and everything. So how do they see us?
How do Japanese folks see
Mexico or Latin America?
Latin America in general.
Latin America in general? I think there isn't enough information about Latin America. So on the news, we see big events get picked up. So like very recently, I was at Anime Festival Asia in Malaysia, and Fuji TV, they came along, they interviewed me, and they filmed my booth. And so that was actually on Fuji TV. Things like Anime Expo, Japan Expo, they usually get featured on the Japanese TV. But other countries' events, they don't get featured that much. Basically. So what I want to do more of is creating a directory of Japanese pop culture related things overseas. So like cosplayers or like shops, events, and so on and so on. So I do have, I think between 30 and 40% of my readers are actually Japanese. And so I have a large Japanese user base. And when I post something that they particularly find interesting, they would share it on their what do you call it, social networks and so on. So, for example, I posted something about an American lady. She practiced like drawing for I think it was like 6 years, and she done it before and after. And after was like completely amazing. It was like a very Japanese style, and that went around like all the Japanese internets. So, so basically, I want to like utilize the help of my Japanese readers to like really spread the anime culture overseas.
Thank you.
You?
Me? Your comment? Okay. I have a few feelings. Can you tell us anything that you've learned from Japanese etiquette?
Yes. So learning Japanese has changed me a lot. I think to speak Japanese well, you need to know the culture, and you need to like spend a lot of time with Japanese people, and that will help you learn when and where to use particular words in lots of cases and so on. So if you are alone and you're speaking on the phone and there's like absolutely no one around, when you start doing this, when you start doing that, then you have a good grasp on the Japanese culture. So it's taught me to be a bit more, to give more respect, I guess. To be more respectful and considerate of others. So in Japan, Japanese culture, they're very wary of what others think. And whereas, it's not always good to go through life thinking about, oh, if I do this, then what will others think? I'm talking more about in terms of like being polite. So letting others go first, or mannerisms such as when you go into someone's house, you take your shoes off, but you actually should take your shoes and face them outwards. The small things like that, which and also the name cards. Basically, when you give a name card, some people give name cards which are facing them. So when I receive it, it's actually facing them, also like upside down. And I've had people give me name cards like this, thrown it at me. So it's taught me to be like much more polite, I guess. To focus on Japanese pop culture, but it always has like flavor of tradition, technology, and so on and so on. So for season 3, there will be like more pop culture. I want to go around with more anime voice actresses. So in season 2, we went around with Mimori Suzuko in Osaka to like cut people.
That was awesome.
So I want to do with Kita Izumi-san, another voice actress of Milky Homes, and I want to do that with her in Tokyo to see what people do. So things like that, and I do want to travel to like other parts, maybe Kyoto or Hiroshima, to introduce like more traditional culture. So I've just announced a new TV show which I have called Japan Mode, and this is going to be broadcast initially in Asia, across the, I think I have to say, yes I am. It's the Star World network, and it has like a huge reach all over Asia, and that will be this from September, and I haven't started filming, which is why I'm very worried. July, August. Anyway, so that is going to focus on Japanese lifestyle. So lifestyle, the way Japanese people do things. So there's a word called omotenashi. So it's like Japanese mannerisms, Japanese culture, tradition, the way they put their soul into like doing things basically. And it's going to feature Japanese fashion and music as well. So, oh sorry, it's not really oh, that's this. Oh no, sorry, please excuse me. So, so that's Japan mode, and so that won't feature any Japanese pop culture. There's going to be one episode which features on Japanese anime culture, but that's about it. So, so two different shows with two different what do you call them?
Perspective.
Views.
Focus.
Yeah, that's right. So, but I do want Culture Japan to be broadcast on like many more countries around the world. Currently, it's broadcast across Japan, across America, across Asia, and I want to get it into like other parts.
We hope to see it soon.
Yes, I
Mexico.
hope so too.
おめでとうございます。新しい。
I think.
Can you tell us a bit about Mirai Millennium and kind of how it got started and how it's progressing?
Oh god, I'm sorry, how can I I'm gonna need this. So I've been given this phone. So whenever I travel to conventions, I get given a phone with buttons on it. And it's like, oh my god, I can't use it at all. Anyway. So Mirai Millennium, so it's a story which I started to develop a long time ago, and I haven't had the chance to develop it, mainly because of this product, Moekana, the Japanese learning series. So when I was developing this, I had to like learn lots of things about like logistics, like warehouses, distribution, and so like Good Smile, they buy it from me at like a particular percent, and then it goes off to a warehouse, and then it goes off to like shops and stuff like that. So lots of different learnings I've had, so which is why it's taken me a long time. But now I have a process in place. I can develop like more card games and much more easier. So the next set will be Moekana. It's going to be a pack of 80 cards. I don't know whether you've seen it.
I need that one.
So, and hopefully that will be out at the end of this year. There we go. So that's the logo, and these are some cards over here. So very few cards over here. So you need to learn hiragana before you learn.
Kanji.
Yeah, before you learn kanji, and these images basically are visualizes what the kanji means. So this is rain, Mirai-chan with an umbrella. This is shell over here, and in Japan they have ama, which is basically a lady who she dresses up like this and she like dives down for shells basically. So really cute illustrations. Oh, that was something else. Really cute illustrations, and hopefully that will really help people learn kanji in a more fun way. Anyway, going back to your question. So, but now I've got more time to concentrate on Mirai Millennium, hopefully, and the story. I have a story scenario, but I need a Japanese scenario writer to help me flesh it out a little bit more. So as soon as I go back, I'm going to be contacting a very well-known scenario writer who's done lots and lots of popular anime titles. So they are going to help me flesh out the story, the scenario, and then I'm going to get them to write it into a way so that it can be easily developed into like anime or manga. And then I'm going to take that to a production studio, and they're going to say, okay, we love this, we're going to put some money down on it, I'm going to get money from an investor, put some money down on it, and then we're going to roll it out basically. So my vision for it is to be something on the scale of Star Wars. I want it to be like really long lasting, not like I mean there's lots of anime titles which are like really cool, but they come and then they kind of like go. Right. So but there's like being like classic anime titles like Cowboy Bebop, which is so old, such classic. Ghost in the Shell, so on. So yeah, so that's my vision for Mirai Inc.
You were a few weeks or days ago in the EFA Malaysia, and it's great that they are like exploring that concept. Do you think that concept is gonna be available someday, sometime to other countries, like I don't know, maybe any place in Latin America, Brazil, Chile, Mexico?
Well, what do you mean content? Or for AFA?
Yeah.
So you're talking about the AFA brand branching off into like other countries?
Yeah, because the first one was in Singapore.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they move it to Malaysia.
Yes.
So perhaps we'll have one.
No,
Yeah.
Indonesia también, no?
Yeah. So next we're doing Indonesia, and so I like work on the AFA team, and I think. I'm just going to talk about this. I think we are initially exploring to cover more regions in Asia first, and then depending how things go, then slowly branch out to like other areas around the world. But yes, definitely it is something on our minds.
You have any other question?
Okay, awesome, Lemon. Well, what's on your bucket list now that you've become world famous?
I mean, I wouldn't call myself famous. I mean, I'm just someone who just shares my writings and stuff. That's all. So my bucket list is there's a lot actually. So I want to go into production of various things. So which involve like plastics and metals, products basically. So, but developing. So I mean, I can make shoes. So shoes is something which I'm interested in doing. And I recently made a black rock shoe. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's a black rock shoe. And let's look. Let's bring in my photos. And so I mean, I used to make shoes a long time ago. And so my dad, he's a shoemaker, and I used to work with him. So this photo was taken recently now. So this is when I was in his studio making shoes. So I recently made this pair of black rock shooters. And so this is a new version. There's a nice zip down the front over here. A very noticeable like star. And the back has got the flames.
Cool.
So I want to change this to something called a perspex, which is kind of like a thin, it's kind of thick plastic kind of, but it's like flexible basically to resemble a flame a bit more. So I got permission from the Black Rock Shooter folks for me to like make this, and so this is something that we can like mass produce straight away. So that's something I want to do, and make more products. Probably around the line of like figures and things like that. So that's another thing. I want to see the aura lights in Alaska, Netherlands. That's something I want to do.
Yeah.
Something I want to do before I die. But basically just carrying on what I do really. So I think from looking at my business, you can like kind of like guess in what sort of areas I'm going into. And I think those are the areas which I will be proceeding into. So, but yeah. Lucy?
Has everyone gotten to ask their questions?
Everything?
Yeah? Okay.
would you like to come to Mexico City, Mexican?
Yes. There's lots of fellow Mexicans
Yeah.
over there as well.
What are the requirements?
Requirements.
Requirements. It's just my time really. If I have the time, then I'll come along. So that's it really. So this year it's very packed this year. So as soon as I go back to Japan, I need to do the Mirai Millennium story. Need to start filming Japan mode. Make sure the production line for Moe Kanji is like on time. And I'm actually working with Good Smart Company to develop. I don't know if you know this. This is kind of fun. This is quite useful. So this is going to be displayed at the Wonder Festival in July.
It's great.
July is I can't remember. It's on Wonder Festival, and she will come with a 1/3 scale pack of Moekana that you can actually play. So they're going to be like a quarter size, and they'll be just the right size for dogs. So it's going to be the first Nendroid, the first educational Nendroid ever. She's going to come with a retro cue, which is her little mascot, kind of little round ball. It's actually on. Yeah. That's retro cue. She comes with the retro cue over here. So retro cue actually transforms into the suit that she's wearing over here, the retrograde suit. So she comes with a retro cue. She'll come with an itasha. That she can actually sit. So and two various face parts and so on and so on and so on. And just announced at the Anime Festival Asia, Max Factory are making a scale figure of Mirai-chan as well. So Mirai-chan Universe 725. So really happy about that.
That's great.
What was the question again?
I'm making space for that now.
Oh, okay. So,
We'll have to say a lot.
that's it. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. So broadcast from like 10 o'clock until like 5 o'clock a.m. And for the first time ever, we've done an English version, which was broadcast in parallel from the Good Smile company offices. So I'll be announcing when we're going to be doing that broadcast, and we'll probably have this on the show so I can like show you. If you keep an eye on my blog, then Alright, see you.
Thank you all for coming.
Well, thank you all for coming.